Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. You're watching the morning briefing. This is the 7th day of April, 2023. As I look out the window of the home office, it is cloudy. We've had a little bit of rain. You might be getting some rain where you are. The rain has been generally light, and I think that's kind of what we expected. And we'll also see a bit more of that, especially on the west slope as we go through the morning. So what we're going to talk about today is the rain that we're seeing now, and then the warm-up that we're expecting as we head into the weekend. And then maybe we really have turned the corner. Maybe we really are about to get into some real spring weather, or what we kind of expect for more spring weather. So let's get to it this morning. Let's show you what's happening on radar. Some of this may not be quite reaching the ground. I've heard from some of you in Tuolumne County that say that it's radar showing some rain, but it's not quite reaching the ground. But some of this is. But either way, what we're seeing is the nice progression of the steady line of rain that's making its way from west to east, turning into snow at elevations around 5,000 feet and higher with light accumulations. And then as you go back to the west, you can see things are breaking up, but there's some embedded very light showers in here. And as you can see a bit more into Butte County. So that's the radar. Let me show you the satellite, because even though the rain is ending, doesn't mean that the sun is going to come out. It is going to be a cloudy day. As you can see, there's a long stream of moisture coming into California. You get into Southern California, there's some clouds here, but nothing in the way of rain. But what we have here is a little front. So we have a little cold front that's going through now, but it's about to be replaced by a warm front. So this out here is the warm front part. The cold front is what's sliding through right now. And it's as the warm front that slides through that we are going to see the temperatures begin to warm up. That'll be showing you here in just a second. Let me show you the way the HRRR is showing you the rain that we're seeing today. Now, keep in mind that the models, sometimes they overdo it a little bit, so you can't really quite take these literally, but it kind of gives you an idea. I'll fast forward to noontime. This is noontime. Again, I have a hunch this might be slightly overdone, but what it's showing you is that the best chance of precipitation is going to be on the west slope, but very light precipitation. You know, for those of you in Placerville and Pollock Pines and Soulsbyville and Grass Valley, we may be talking about, it might be more like drizzle. You know, it's that misty sort of thing. So it doesn't accumulate to a whole lot. And then this is late in the afternoon. It'll go to 5, 6 o'clock. It's showing some lingering activity on the west slope, but again, it's all very, very light. And then it ends as we go through the night tonight and during the day tomorrow. But let me show you the more important thing. I talked about the cold front slides through and then the warm front comes through. So what I want to show you here are the temperatures aloft, and this is what we're expecting for the weekend. So right now, our temperatures aloft at around 4,000 feet, 850 millibars is what I show you here, and this reflects what happens down at the surface. So right now, those temperatures are around 3 degrees along the I-80 corridor. They're as high as 7 once you get south of Turlock, and in the Redding area, 1. These are degrees C. All right, so that's what's happening right now. Now watch what happens as we get into the day on Saturday. I'll fast forward to Saturday morning. This is Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. The flow is beginning to shift. Temperatures now along the I-80 corridor are up to 5 or 6. Saturday, I still think we're going to have some clouds around. It's going to be the in-between day as warmer air begins to move on in. But watch these colors of yellow just come up from the south. This is Saturday evening. Now on the I-80 corridor, the temperatures are as high as +9. And then we get into Sunday. This is Sunday midday, and you notice that the blue colors where the colder air is, there's none of it to be found over California. Instead, our 5,000 foot temperatures are around +11, and with sunshine, that means temperatures getting well into the 70s. And in the southern part of the state, temperatures getting into the 80s. It's really going to warm up just about everywhere. Beautiful day in the Sierra as well. So this is Sunday afternoon. And that warmer air will stick around into the day on Monday. This is Monday morning. Monday will also be well into the 70s. But then notice the colder air out here. There is going to be another shot of colder air coming our way. But the bottom line here is that for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're about to warm up, and Sunday, Monday will be the warmest days. So I talked about maybe we've turned the corner here. Let me adjust the map here a little bit so we can see California a little bit and Pacific Ocean just a little bit. Let me move things around just a little bit so I can navigate here. Okay, so this is the trough that's going through right now. And then we get into the ridging on Sunday. This is a nice warm pattern right here. This is Sunday, so that reflects that warmer air I just talked about. So if you get a pattern like this, a ridge over California, trough out here in the Pacific, that's warm for us. We have another system coming through sometime around Tuesday night, Wednesday. I think it's kind of focused on Wednesday. Another trough, another chance of rain, probably centered on Wednesday night and into Thursday. Probably not much, but it would reinforce some colder air for a while. But now we're getting into a pattern that's more typical for this time of year. We get a surge of cold air and some light rain, and then another ridge builds in. This is next weekend. This is actually next Friday night. Another low out here, but out ahead of it, a ridge over California that builds up again. Sharp ridging right here that would lead to warm weather once again next weekend. That's warm weather. And then another passing trough that goes by to our north. This is the middle of the following week, around the 18th, 19th. And then behind that, another flat-ish ridge, which would be more dry and warm weather. So what we're talking about here is maybe, if these models, that extended model is right, that we are going to get into more of a typical spring or April pattern, which is we can still get rain, but the rain might be once a week as opposed to 2 or 3 times a week. The rain intensity is lighter. And in between areas of rain, you're talking about warmer weather. So that's how we get back into the 70s and 80s, as you might expect. So that's what I mean. I think it's starting to look like we've turned the corner. But in the meantime, today, clouds, cooler weather, showers, but things are looking brighter for the weekend, especially for the day on Sunday. So that's everything I've got for you today. As a reminder, I'm playing hooky. I won't be on TV tonight. My next YouTube update will be on Sunday night, and then I'll be back to work again next Monday. Have yourselves a great Friday and a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.